Hey guys, so today we're gonna recreate Alexa Demie's Vogue makeup look, and it's kind of like a 90s inspired, but I'm trying to transform to look like Alexa Demie. So here we go. Um, Something that I noticed was that she used, oops, almost used the wrong thing. I was trying to use my concealer. Oops. Uh, she uses a lot of bronzer, and I'm gonna try to mimic that. Um, yeah. And also, I don't know if anyone else has heard of like Project Pan, but basically, what I'm trying to do right now is finish all my makeup products before buying any new ones. So, like you can see, I'm almost out of this concealer, but I'm gonna try to use as much as I can before I purchase a new one. All right, so yeah, just first doing like what I always do, which is like concealer under my eyes always. And I already did my skincare, so my face is pretty clean. All right, so that's the first thing. Okay, and then what I saw on the video, on the Vogue video, was that she used a lot of this like setting, well, not exactly this one, but a setting powder to like set her cheeks and the upper part of her um eyebrows with setting powder. Gonna do that. So yeah, it's gonna look a little intense, but it'll look better after a while because I'm just gonna have to trust the process. What she did is that she used like the light tones, super white and shiny parts on her like inner eye. So let's do that. And mix it up for sure. And then she used a lot of brown. Alright, and then next I'm gonna just tap it in the middle just so it's like it can blend well. Alright, so now going for a neutral in the middle. I'm gonna do this brown one. Okay. But yeah, I mean it's hard to do these kind of makeup looks because she has a bigger like eyelid. Mine are kind of monolid because I'm more Asian in her, but I'll try my best. And then on the outer eye, she definitely does like a very dark brown. So I'm gonna do this shade, very dark. All right, it's probably gonna look crazy, but I'm gonna kind of shape my thing so I kind of was. That. Yeah. There you go. And then do a little more brown. Do the same thing on the other side. kind of like, and then kind of pull your eye. Just kind of like, alright, and then kind of have to smooth it out in the middle. So that's my eyes. It's kind of like that. Kind of, the lighting's not great, but I hope you can see it better when I fix it on editing. There you go. All right, that's the eye. And then what she does, and then let me lift it up so you can see my eyes better. But basically, that's the eye. So now I'm gonna do the eyeliner. And there we go. One side. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let me kind of fix it a little bit. So you kind of want to guide yourself with the eye makeup and how high you want it, but this is more of like an exaggerated look. So for sure it is a bit more exaggerated than how we normally do it for an everyday look. But this is not an everyday look. This is more like a diva look. Alright. And then because obviously Alexa Demie is a goddess, we're kind of trusting her instincts on how to do the eyeliner. So she does feel like the full line for a full eye. It kind of follows the whole, you know how sometimes with eyeliner, sometimes you should do like just the corners, but she did the full eye. So that's what I'm trying to do without doing it too thick, because she definitely kind of had it more exaggerated than me. But my like I said, my eyelids are not as big as hers, so I'm trying to do it as thin as possible so I don't fuck it up. She did on that 90s makeup was she did like kind of like Cleopatra eyes in the middle, so I'm gonna try to do that. But if it looks terrible, I'm trying my best. I'm literally just trying my best. Diva down. All right, let's see. All right, unfortunately it bled too much on the right side, so I'm gonna try to fix it with baby wipe. Be right back so you can see better. So far so good. All right, next investment, I'm gonna get like a phone stand so you can see my face better when I'm doing like my makeup looks. But yeah, so far so good. I'm gonna wipe off a bit of the excess from the powder. I feel like it kind of went on my cheeks, so okay. So we still have that setting powder look. I'm just gonna add a little bit more because I think it kind of looks cool. It kind of looks like Black Swan-ish. I do like that she did that thing with the top of the you know, eyebrow, which is like kind of making it seem like it's kind of like, I don't know how to explain, like it makes it with the top of the eyebrow being so light. So that's pretty, kind of make sure they're both the same length on each side because they're sisters, not twins, but they still need to look good. So, and then I get one of my thicker brushes. This one's kind of square, so it's perfect. And then kind of like lift and kind of put my face kind of like, you know, like that you're trying to lift. See how it like kind of shapes it better. There we go. Lift, lift, lift. All right. Perfecto. Okay. So what I'm gonna, you can see my face better. So far so good. And I use this elf skin. Okay, so now that I put it on my face, I can use my big brush to kind of blend it out. Boom. And now the contour doesn't look that crazy. Okay. Kind of use my other brush that's not as dirty with blush. Kind of pat it with, and it's good that it's kind of a wet brush because then you can kind of make it, you know, more natural looking. And a little bit of blush. Okay. So there we go. A little blush. And then next stop is the brows. I don't think she did that much to her brows, but I'm just gonna do the Glossier brow thing that I like to do, which is just like brush them with the boy brow. And do the other side. Outer lip. And it does kind of look like lip liner because it's so dark. Okay. And then we have gloss in the middle. This is the Dior lip glow, the Dior lip oil. All right, this is the finished look. All right, thanks for watching.